the NED Rig, which has grown a lot in popularity in the last several years. And basically there's not a lot to it. It was brought to life by a guy named Ned Katie. Basically all it is it's a small, a very, very light weight, like a 1/32, just a very light. It's a very finesse approach. You're going to be using spinning gear on this. Most guys are using it's almost like these just little cut up worms, or now they make baits that are actually designed more rather than just tearing a worm. But this is just a torn worm that's stuck on that jig head. Just a small presentation. It all started out with open hooks. Most of them now are coming out with a weedless version, so a little weed guard in front of it. But all this is, so we'll take this off. It's a really light wire hook, so you don't want to use a very heavy line or a rod because you can bend that hook. But this one has like a little hook keeper, but it's just a straight shank with a little weighted top. And we'll rig this one on for example. So like a lot of guys, like I said, will fish this like this little guy like this. Just looks like a small worm, I guess, on the bottom, but that's all it is. You're throwing on the bottom and you'll just drag it, stop, and then drag it. You can even pop it up and let it fall back down and pop it up. A lot of times it's just a slight drag, and that's all you're doing. You're just dragging that thing across the bottom, letting it sit there and wiggle across on the bottom. But this will get you if you're eating just bites, if you're just not getting bites, this will get you a lot of bites. Especially in ponds, if there's not too much grass, and even if you have a weedless version, if you can throw it in areas, you can get bit from anything from bluegill to big bass, just crappie. Everything likes it because if it's small, just looks like a bug, worm, something they can eat. But I suggest giving that a try if you're just looking to get bit, especially if you have a kid in the boat. Something like that, it's a good way to get bites.